Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Imagine that in your school there is an extracurricular. Let's just say dancing club. You really want to join this club because you like dancing. But something happens in your mind. You feel excited but also nervous. You just too worry and start wondering like who should I talk to when I get there? And what if no one wants to talk to me? What if I don't dance good enough? What if they will think that I'm weird? You've got this feeling in your stomach, almost like another heartbeat. You just feel uneasy. There is something holding you back from getting too happy. You better be cautious, otherwise, something bad might happen. So you end up with not joining this dancing club and lose your chance to improve your dancing skills. Now, I'm telling you that you have anxiety disorder. Ladies and gentlemen, hi, I'm Ismaniar Khoirunnisa, and everyone call me Nisa. I'm a student majoring in English language and literature of Malang State University. And today, I will deliver a speech about mental disorder, especially about anxiety disorder. So, what is anxiety? Anxiety is a feeling of unease, such as worry or fear. People in the world might have felt anxiety at the point of their lives. And sometimes anxiety is good, but only in a normal condition. Why? Because normal anxiety is an emotion we all get when we are in a stressful condition. Let's just say there is an earthquake when you are in a building. So you feel anxious. You try to run away and trying to get out from the building. Now, this anxious feeling is good because it saves you. But when anxiety is taken to the extreme, then it is when you might have anxiety disorder. When people have anxiety disorder, they worry constantly and excessively about everything that's going on in their lives. And they find it difficult to control this worry. They also have symptoms such as restlessness and fear. As a teenager growing into adulthood, I have had anxiety disorder because as I'm growing up, I faced a lot of problems and choices that I have to choose and fix. This feeling usually always comes when I have to make decisions. Since I was little, I tried to be an obedient kid, so I did and follow my parents' decisions. Growing to teenager, my parents told me that I had to start making my own decisions. At this point, I had my anxiety disorder. So I started to think about everything going on in my life. And then it feels strange and it's just difficult for me because I have to making my own decisions while I got used to follow what my parents decide for me. So in a time where I have to make decisions, I feel cautious and wonder that something bad might happen. I avoid mistakes and embarrassments. So yeah, something like that because I always blame myself for being not good enough. I tend to waste a lot of time deciding and just end up with putting it off. So I failed control my worry. Then I realized that I can't be like this anymore. I won't grow up if I stay in this kind of situation. So I need to get rid this for myself. And thank God, now my anxiety is starting to be, starting to be a normal anxiety. Now, after hearing my story, you might curious and think, how did I do it, and how I get rid this feeling. So, a way to overcome indecisions and this lack of controlling life is never be afraid to make mistakes. J.K. Rowling got rejected 12 times before she finally wrote and published Harry Potter. It means she failed several times. So, never be afraid to make mistakes or failing. The reason why this works so well is that it speeds up your making decisions and encourages you to take into action. Otherwise, you can just spend a lot of time deciding how you should go about doing something. This can be paralyzing and make us afraid to even start. All too often, we seek perfections and end up with not doing anything because the standard that we set for ourselves is too high and intimidating. Never be afraid to make mistakes, frees you up to take action. Just jump to it. Just do it, however, without worrying whether it is bad or good. This will make us easier to start something, and as you are doing it, you learn something from your mistakes. This motto gives me courage to take risks and try something differently. This makes a way more fun during the whole process and replace the anxiety with excitement. So the conclusion is everyone must have anxiety, and some of them might have anxiety disorder. This emotion have several bad impacts for our life, and one of them is decision making. A way to overcome that is never be afraid to make a mistakes, and you can improve as you go along. That's all for my speech. I'm really sorry if I have some mistakes. Thank you very much for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye.